both U.S. presidential candidates made a final push to energize voters in the western United States. At rallies, Vice President Kamala Harris warned supporters that abortion rights are under threat. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump focused his campaign on immigration and border control. The polls show both candidates are neck and neck, which will mean critical swing states will likely determine the electoral outcome. Much like the 2020 election, the U.S. public appears to be divided right down the middle, with many wanting another Trump presidency, where he disrupts the status quo and listens to the concerns of many who feel they have been left behind. The replacement of Joe Biden with Kamala Harris breathed new life into the Democratic campaign and gave hope to the U.S. public who do not want to see another Trump term. Whilst the election may appear to be the most polarized, there is no doubt Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump have vastly different worldviews, but they disagree more on style than substance, and it remains to be seen how much will actually change after the electoral result. It's been a bad week for the titan of German industry. The German car giant Volkswagen reported a slump in net profits of 64%, which has come on the back of the 87-year-old car maker announcing the first ever factory closures in Germany, with potentially 30,000 jobs cuts. The German car maker is so important to Germany, it led to the German chancellor to hold an emergency summit with German industrial titans, calling on them all to not lay off workers. German industry has been facing major challenges from Chinese car makers, but the German decision to join the West when Russia invaded Ukraine has seen Russia cut gas supplies to Europe's largest economy, which has had a devastating impact. The German abandonment of cheap Russian gas has raised the specter of de-industrialization, and with exports constituting half of Germany's GDP, the future of Europe's industrial giant looks bleak. Senior cabinet ministers, as well as members of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's Likud party, called at an event for the re-establishment of Jewish settlements in Gaza. Speaking at the large ultranationalist conference on the Gaza border, the national security minister said that encouraging emigration of Palestinian residents of the territory was the best and most ethical solution to the conflict. Likud members made similar comments, with social equality and advancement of the status of women minister, declaring at the conference that taking territory from Arabs is what hurts them most, and that settlements in Gaza would bolster Israel's security. The conference declared that Palestinians had lost their right to live in the territory in the wake of the October 7th massacre and would not remain there. With Israel depopulating northern Gaza and applying the same strategy in southern Lebanon, the expansion and annexation of territory by Israel is now in full swing.